All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, moving on to Game 4 in this best-of-7 match between Texaneous and Alwayzlame. Here on what the hell's the name of this map again? I totally forgot it. I'm Harlequin here, by the way, with 5-Star General, all here to tell us all about Legacy.
Legacy is a very interesting map. Right now, we actually have we prevented the players from randoming on this map because of the chance that they might get either Ravener Alpha or Warp Spider Exarch. You look at the map's layout, very nice map, a little on the large size though. It's kind of nice that it's a little on the large side because you see it's frustrating because all the terrain is used really well. Battles are really awesome and stuff on here, but it just makes it so large that, and the way, especially the way the structure is with the close bases and the far resource points up top, Ravener Alpha's tunnels have a huge advantage, especially when you combine Hive Node for his main power. It becomes almost unbeatable, and Warp Spider Exarch similar issues. So we see that Alwayzlame has chosen to go the Lictor Alpha here, and Texaneous has chose to have gone his War Boss.
Yeah, these victory points all spread out around the middle here, like you were saying, definitely having tunnels more towards the leftish, northish side of the map. Really advantageous in terms of just constantly gaining control over those points here. I can see a little bit of skirmishing going on right now as the War Boss begins to engage this infiltrated Lictor Alpha. And looks like everybody's just kind of spreading around, making sure they're capping these victory points here towards the middle.
Yeah, and actually we see something interesting from Texaneous so far is that he's plopped down basically all of his power already, completely full farm.
Oh yeah,
he's only got
a late game, I'm guessing here.
Well, he may be looking to fast tech to a War Truck, which will get him the mobility that he would really like to have on this map. Slug is in a bit of trouble here, though, from Crippling Poison. They're going to have to retreat out of that. And these shooters here under siege from this Lictor Alpha.
Lictor Alpha is just going to probably have his way with these guys until they retreat and then get a flesh hooks off, I'd imagine, here. Knocking these models around right now.
Oh, will these Termagants down the bottom against the War Boss complete their Crippling Poison in time? They will get it. Will they be able to stop him in his tracks, though? They're trying to get some speed. He's got the charge bonus, so he's got the charge bonus coming up behind them. And by the way, a little thing of note is that we actually have Alwayzlame building his power farm up top rather than down at his natural. He's going to exercise as best he can here his potential map control, just the better speed the Tyranid units have to try and hold that rather than hold his natural. Meanwhile, we have a Storm Boy squad coming up for tech, so he's not going for quite a fast tech here.
Okay.
He is going for more of a
fast Storm Boys.
Indeed, fast tier 1.5.
Not a bad idea. Jumping around a little bit here, we can see the Lictor Alpha was having its way with these shooter boys, doing a pretty good job. We saw him take out a couple of models there using those flesh hooks and whatnot. They were forced to take cover in that little civilian structure. Now we can see the Lictor Alpha once again being set upon by all of these Slugger Boys. Slugger Boys doing quite a bit of damage to that Lictor Alpha. Just going to have to retreat away for the time being.
Yeah, and meanwhile, ooh, wow, Storm Boys causing huge casualties on this Termagant brood. It is retreating out with only 2 members remaining after trying to decapture Texaneous' natural requisition node again there.
But yeah, as you were saying, this kind of early speediness of the Tyranids, you can see triple cap and really dominant map control. Unfortunately, though, Alwayzlame just kind of lost a couple of key battles there, having to retreat. But no, it looks like hanging out in the center a little bit more with his Termagants right now.
Texas War Boss very low, very late retreat. Texas has been doing that a lot today.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure what the rationale behind it is. It hasn't really helped him out at all yet.
Yeah, so retaining central control, pretty good right now for Alwayzlame. Of course, he does have 2-1 right now. It is 500 to 347. My colors are reversed on the scoreboard. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, please make note of that. But for the time being here, we can see just kind of continuing skirmishing going on right now. The Hormagants setting their sights on these Shooter Boys right now. Shooter Boys very wounded, could get crippling right now if they're not careful.
So now Texaneous has the option here to either go tier 2 or to grab another Storm Boy squad. Let's go ahead and see what he does. We see Raveners with Devour are out. And Texaneous will indeed go tier 2.
Crippling Poison going up with the Storm Boy. Storm Boy's going to go ahead and
just jump on him.
Charge on in right there, riposting a little bit here and putting some damage.
Very nice Ravener Burrow Strike positioning there by Alwayzlame. He actually anticipated where the Storm Boys would be and Burrow Strike right on top of them.
Yeah, Texaneous really, Texaneous really needs a war truck right now. So I'm sure, as you said earlier, that's going to be what he's going to make a beeline for. He is definitely kind of being outmaneuvered in terms of mobility here. We got the Lictor Alpha once again pulling models off of those Storm Boys. Storm Boys kind of jumping to safety a little bit, maybe trying to put some pressure on the Raveners.
Yeah, they just trying to come from a different direction on the Raveners there, trying to maybe catch them in a pincer, but they managed to use their speed to just maneuver out of that.
Storm Boys continuing to beat up this Lictor Alpha, who is now retreating. We can see the Termagants here not wanting to have too much to do with this War Boss. War Boss doing some damage. We got kind of skirmishing going on all over here. You can see the Slugger Boys kind of beating up these Raveners, who are kind of making a little bit of a tactical retreat here. So central control for the time being is sort of going to Texaneous, but fighting is still pretty fierce around here. Lots of little Termagants right now are pushing in.
By the way, the Storm Boys that forced to retreat on Lictor Alpha had user choppas on them. So very good retreat there by very good recognition by Alwayzlame. That will be fixed next pasture, will be a proper indicator for the ability. Meanwhile, though, these Formigons on the top left side here just doing what they do best here, decapping. They actually went ahead and took Texaneous' secondary power node. And we can see this is why, just imagine a Ravener Alpha now instead of a Lictor Alpha. You already see the disparity here, and you can see our concern as far as not wanting that kind of hero imbalance there.
We see a knob out there right now for the Storm Boys. The Storm Boys putting a lot of damage into this Hormagon brood. This adrenal upgraded brood here is just going to have to get out of there. They really should retreat, but I think they're just going to kind of tank it for a little while here and see. Yep, they're going to go ahead and meet up the rest of their army.
So we're seeing here the Tex actually is going for another shoot-a squad in Tier 2. Kind of interesting. But you know, he really want to get that war truck out quickly to help with the map control issue. He's already really far down as far as victory points go, and now we see Raveners are bashing his natural gen farm.
Yeah, one generator going down. These Raveners doing quite a bit of damage right now. It is 482 right now for Alwayzlame, 210 for Texaneous. Again, the scores are reversed there. Ooh, nice little burrow there. Unfortunately, the Raveners lost a model right before they commenced that attack. Shooter Boys right now going to take control of this gen farm for the time being. We can see that this war truck being put to good use already. Kind of scooting around the map right now, looking to get some back capping going on here, perhaps.
The Lictor Alpha walking right through those shooters.
Oh, and the Storm Boys. Storm Boys jumping out of that truck right on top of the Termagants, getting an extra model. Looks like just maybe one kill there. Not bad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, these shooters are tied up by this Lictor Alpha here. This truck is going to gotta come over here and go and deal with this Lictor Alpha. Storm Boys hopping out. They may actually have to deal with the Termagants first.
I love the truck full of Storm Boys. That is super mobility right there. Just drive somewhere near it with your truck, jump out, and then jump right on them with the Storm Boys. We can see Storm Boys chasing away those Termagants. Now going to go ahead and get some melee hits in on this retreating Lictor Alpha, but he's moving too fast. They're going to have to get out of there. Probably just going to load up in their clown car and drive off to the next destination here. So for the time being, Tex has temporarily got up. He was up 2-1 for a little bit there, but it looks like the Hornbrigants are decapping that once again, reversing the score back in Alwayzlame's favor. Ooh, calling in some Spore Mines too next to that.
Yeah, that's going to prevent the Sluggers from being able to do anything there. Even with the user Choppas, they're going to be hard pressed. They're just going to have to retreat out maybe. He may try and tank it. Yeah, now he's going to get out of there. Ooh, very nice micro there by Texaneous here. He waited for the Raveners to burrow strike in before pulling his Storm Boys out of the truck.
Yeah, he's got a good combo going there, and we can see the Crippling Poison just kind of covering the retreat right now on those Storm Boys. Storm Boys, by the way, they do have the improved rocket pack, so we'll be seeing some Bomber Boys at some point for sure. And yeah, man, it's still solidly in Alwayzlame's favor. He's just managed to more often than not take control of these victory points. You can see right now he's deploying his troops to that northern victory point, trying to push away that war boss. Truck pathing not good in this map. Yeah, Truck's having a little bit of a hard time with all the staircases and whatnot, I think.
I think the mere fact that the truck is traversing the staircases is a pretty good, pretty positive aspect of the truck here. A very rigorous all-terrain vehicle, as it is.